Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Nerd Cops. And we are in the middle of our what I'm calling Disney Realms, at least for now. um, we are in Neverland currently, and our two people are
In character,
there
boys.
we
In
go.
real life, not so much. So,
Right. Our two boys just got sprinkled with fairy dust by Tinkerbell on the beach. So let's get into this.
okay, as a reminder slash just to confirm, the
Mm,
last episode we saw a ship in the water, correct?
that is correct.
Okay.
You
Is
do.
it the Jolly Roger? Which is the name of Captain Hook's ship, by the way.
No, I know.
He's trying to debate if you should roll for it.
Yeah. So I mean, with that said, y'all have some basic knowledge. I mean, y'all are almost teenage boys. Y'all have some basic knowledge. Yes, you absolutely. With the context of you just met Tinkerbell, y'all know that that is the Jolly Roger. So
Okay.
This
with that
isn't
said,
good for us, is it?
We can fly now and we have like our cool weapons, but I'll be right back. I'm going to attempt to just fly straight up into the air. What do I need to do to see if I am successful at that?
all right. With that said, please roll a d6.
Okay.
I'm gonna light myself up a little
I
bit.
rolled a 1.
Yeah, so you try to fly and you just kind of go up and fumble around and just fall flat on your face into the sand.
See, I told you, like, safe and sound, feet on the ground. That I'm done. This was a terrible idea. I tried one thing and it was awful, and I'm never doing it again.
You
Maybe
didn't
roll
even
better
go that
numbers.
far up.
Again, I'm in character right now. This is very remember my anxiety-ridden character. It's just like I tried one adventurous thing, and I hated it. So,
Dude, you didn't even go that high.
exactly, it's stupid. I'm just gonna start like walking around the beach trying to find something else. But
Okay,
in
with
that,
that said, if you're looking, wait, are you serious? Is that what you're doing?
for now, like I'm just like walking around frustrated. I was just gonna let it jump to Ritter and let him decide what
Okay,
he's doing.
no, I want a little detail on this just
Okay,
real
okay.
quick. Are you walking kind of in a circle around him, or are you walking in a
I'm not like
direction?
walking away. I'm more just like more or less just pacing,
Pacing. You're
pretending that I'm
pacing.
doing something. Yeah.
Love it. Okay, Renner, what would you like to proceed with?
Uh, I'd like to not do whatever the fuck he just did.
Well, roll better numbers and you might succeed.
Again, as I just stated, I would like to do not whatever the fuck
Okay.
he just did.
So you
Okay.
don't want to fly straight up into the
So don't try
No.
to fly straight up. Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
I'm going
What are you gonna
to
do?
I'm going to walk to the edge of the water and think happy thoughts.
Okay.
So
Translating that to DM. Okay.
if I
And
may
that
make a
and
suggestion, since
yeah,
that's how, in Disney it's supposed to work. If you think happy
right.
thoughts, that's how you're supposed to fly. I think that's a roll with advantage. So
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I just didn't know how to roll that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
no, I love it. I love it. Because I was like, I need to give him like advantage, and that should have given the yeah.
Yep.
Bean!
Okay. You said 15?
15.
Okay. You start levitating, nice and stable, and you are just floating smooth 10 feet above ground.
How did you do that?
If you remember the story, how are you supposed to be able to fly?
Pixie dust. Yeah, we have that. Didn't work for me.
Think happy thoughts, dumbass.
Oh,
All of a sudden,
I'm not good at that.
Tinkerbell comes over to Nathaniel and just like slaps him in the head, just lightly, Just a
That's
little
gonna
like
just
get your
Thank you,
crap
Tink.
together.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
that's gonna help me think happy thoughts. I try to swat at her.
She moves out of the way. You can't touch her.
You should have had him roll the hit.
Oh, I mean, okay, all right. Roll the hit.
Okay.
Do it.
With that said, pick for her. You have to pick like an armor class, so you know if I succeed or not. So you don't have to
Okay,
tell me. But you
I
have to
have a
pick
number
it.
in my head. You're good.
5.
Yeah, you missed dramatically.
Imagine if he had gotten a
Like,
natural
Nat
20, though.
20 kill Tinkerbell.
Nat 20 kills Tink. Holy shit! Oh fuck!
Yeah, that would have
I fall to the ground immediately. Holy shit!
I would have had to rewrite some of my story thought process, but
Man, what if that's the whole thing? I just start I just start siding with the villains and all of them. I just kill Tigger and Tinkerbell and
I don't think
Oh my
Nathaniel
God.
can say that. Can he say that? Is he allowed to say that?
I mean, it's a D&D version of Disney. I don't know.
Oh, I wasn't talking about killing the characters. I was talking about the one character with the hard R at the end of the name.
Right?
Different hard
crap.
R, okay.
Did you get the T word pass?
Oh
my
gosh.
goodness. Okay.
Oh.
So
Wait, where did we end?
we ended with me
You
swatting
missed.
it.
Yeah, you swatted at her. You missed.
So I'm gonna take shut the fuck up. Okay, so with that said, I as a human, I struggle to think happy thoughts. I'm very anxiety centered. But I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to imagine what it's like to fly, and I'm going to try again.
Roll.
Yeah.
Am I rolling a d20?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's my favorite die.
16.
Yeah. So
okay.
You succeed. So
with that said, I'd like to go about 20 feet up and then just kind of do an investigation of what's around us. Because I'm still not at the point where I'm like, okay, there's a pirate ship. Let's go to that thing. So, because that wouldn't be what I do. So I just want to see if there's like anything on the beach that we're on or anything. I'm about 20 feet in the air, so I feel like my line of sight has opened up. I think we determined that it is daytime, so it's not like darkness is a huge issue or anything. So do you want me to give a investigations check?
I mean, at least in my mind, yes, because your role was for your flight.
Correct,
so let's give it let's get an investigation.
Perfect. 12. So I got a 12. I have a +1 for investigation. So that is a 13.
So 13. Okay. So you fly up 20 foot. You look around. As far as you can see, the beach goes around the ocean. You see the water. You see, of course, you're 20 feet in the air. That's pretty good. So I'm going to say that, because of the situation, it's kind of darkened a little bit. So you could see it just kind of curves around the beach curves around. The water is out there with the ship kind of in the just
I would hope that the
there.
water is out there with the ship.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to think. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of
So
I didn't think
I'm continuing to do my bit of being an asshole as
That's
I was
all right.
suggested to do.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me. It's good for me. But you see the
good
ship
for you.
So she tied me to a wall and stuck a funnel in my mouth and force-fed me sauerkraut till I was 26 and a half years old.
Renner, name that reference.
I can't. I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Okay, hold on, pause. This is how I feel when I hang out with you and Maddie all the time. So,
There you go. For the record, that would be Albuquerque by Weird Al.
yes,
There you
it
go.
is.
um, so from hang on a second. Actually, let me double check my map.
So I will say, just to kind of help you out a little bit, you can paint the setting. What I'm really looking for is there anything out of the ordinary that I'm like, oh, that's something I'd like to go look into. So
I got you. Okay.
you can, especially with a 13, there may not be anything really to point out here. So
Okay.
I'm not just trying
And,
to get a landscape thing. I'm more just trying to see if like, is there something I can go look
okay.
into?
Okay.
So,
Okay. With that said, especially like you just look around, there's just more beach kind of curving around, more water, the ship, of course, out there, and to your right, just more beach,
yeah.
essentially.
Okay. So nothing really.
Nothing that you can see. No, sir.
Okay, Renner, I'm gonna make you do stuff now because I in character, I wouldn't be the one leading the charge to a pirate ship. So
Yeah, I was just waiting for you to be done so I could go do that. So
that's fair.
all right, numbnuts. I'm gonna go over to the Jolly Roger.
God damn,
Are you
you're
are
just
you
gonna jump at it.
coming?
Okay.
Are we gonna like make a plan, or are you just gonna be like, hey guys, kill me?
The plan is go see what's up at the
Uh
Jolly Roger.
there's probably something bad. Do you see everything going on here? Nothing good happened since we got here.
That is a matter of opinion. I saw you fall on your ass. That was
That was
hilarious.
a bad thing.
I don't know what you mean by bad. I thought it was funny.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
As y'all get closer, y'all start faintly hearing multiple voices yell for help. Help! Help!
Okay. Uh
So does that mean you're coming?
I was coming with you. I was following you already. Um,
Why are you
I'm gonna
following
go
me?
now.
That's weird.
I'm gonna go down to like water level and just kind of like skim across. I don't want to like fly up above because I'm really nervous I'd be seen. So I'm gonna go down to like water level and just kind of start creeping along that way. Still flying, obviously. Renner, are you joining me or are you gonna stay up there
I
like a
I
crazy
was
person?
just gonna stay up here.
Okay.
Good air
Um,
up high.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so with that said, yeah, go for it. Can I paint the picture of what I was thinking, and then you can tell me if it's necessary, or do you
let me
want to
ask
leave?
this real
Yeah,
fast. Let me just this is a lot lighter, I think. So you're at water level. Renner is that I painted him at 10 foot. Do you want to
yeah.
stay at that?
Yeah.
Okay. Nathaniel, go on.
So as we approach, I'm gonna kind of have the plan for him because I'm gonna kind of veer off. My goal is for him to basically act as the distraction because I'm very convinced he's gonna be the distraction. My goal is to like go around the ship to the other side without being seen.
Okay. All right. So you are actively kind of working your way around. In your mind, relativity is fine. How far away are you from the ship?
I mean, we're actively approaching it, so I'd just say we kind of do that until either you tell us that so we should stop or we are next to the ship effectively.
Okay. So I mean, okay. I'm gonna paint you kind of stopping at a mark. I won't even put a number to it because obviously I don't have it mathematically pointed that detailed. But you're walking or you're going around, you're flying around. Renner, are you just straight up going towards the ship?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Um, are you stopping at any point or just going up as close as you can to the ship?
I was kind of just going for it.
As far as my DMing skills can Tell, that is I guess roll for initiative, bro.
Yeah, that's fair. Yes.
So you fly up, and there is a guy in the, you can see immediately there's a guy in the crow's nest, which spots you. Um, and it's a ship, it's a ship. Um,
It is a ship.
it is a ship. So that is the drawing that I
Oh,
have.
nice, nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just kind of, I know it was very crude, but that's kind of the the layout that I have. Guy in the crow's nest, and
Is the crow
there are
which pillar is the crow's nest on?
the middle one.
The
We're
middle.
gonna make it the middle one. I didn't put it in my
That
drawing.
is typically how they
That's
are
what I
the
figured,
ships
but I
are
just
laid out.
wanted to
So
make sure.
Um, and oh, you know what? Okay, I just do the little mono. So, and since you're flying, especially, this is the layout. I've circled where you're flying from this point. These are
okay,
your layout people.
okay,
And then there's somebody on the top of that crow's nest right there.
Yeah.
okay.
And as far
So
as I can
with
tell, what do
that
you do?
said,
Yep.
okay, so are we officially rolling for initiative at this point?
I think, well, Renner is. You're not.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. I was like, have I been spotted?
Nope. As far as I can tell, you're just kind of, you're floating around
That was
lower around.
Yeah, my goal is to basically from here. When I was thinking if we're coming from this direct, oh, that's not close. If we're
So are
coming
you?
from this direction, I'd be coming around this way.
So you're
So
coming
like,
around the backside.
yeah, and
Okay.
I'm going to go around, so I'll end up like right around here is
You're gonna
where I
come
would,
right around the middle.
and I would just my whole goal was to stop and pause and like learn some stuff, but apparently that's not
I
what we're
kind of
doing
thought he
here.
would too. I mean, if I was, I kind of thought he'd be like, you know what? Let's go up a little bit
To
higher
be
and
fair,
scope it.
he is playing 12-year-old Renner very well. So
I love it. I love the character. I love it.
yes.
I approve. Okay.
Okay.
It was
Renner.
developed by my parents.
Nice.
Uh
Oh, I guess I got, does that, that means I got to roll
you
for
have to roll
initiative.
initiative for all the other people as well. Yes.
This is correct.
Okay. Yeah. It's just one of those things I got to double check here.
Yep.
Um, Peasant. Okay. And Mr. Renner, what did you get?
I was waiting for you to officially be done before I rolled.
I am done.
17.
17. Okay, let me get a little organized real quick.
Kick the guy off of the nest and just have him plummet to his doom. Uh, running kick to the face.
You mean flying?
Flying kick to the face. Yes.
That said, I am ready. Renner is 17. All right.
So just so you're aware of how I'm going to have this play out, I'm going to have an entire round happen, and then I will enter the battle.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a surprise attack. That's the whole purpose of me being over here. So
Okay. I mean,
yeah.
I figured you wanted an advantage. So
Yes. Yes.
that's fair. Okay. With that said, since we rolled for initiative, I've got one guy, one pirate, I guess.
Yeah.
That rolled higher than Renner. So
Okay.
he attacks first, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So as you fly up, you can actually hear all, like, a couple voices yelling for help, help, help. And Tinkerbell is by your side pointing at this grate that's sitting in the middle of this pirate ship.
The cargo hold.
The cargo hold. Thank you. Words are hard.
I
All
just
right.
had to make sure we were talking about the like it's like where like you can see the stuff below decks.
Yeah.
Like where all the stuff is.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's got. I mean, here I don't mind, especially right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So the
That
car yeah, no, that's
yeah,
a yeah.
the cargo hold. Yeah, it's very very on point. Yeah. Okay, so I've got one pirate one attacks. Um,
Is he next to Renner, or is he shooting at
so
Renner?
he is obviously he's I did not think about like proper height wise. I'm gonna make Renner, DM Trump here. I'm just gonna make Renner like 10 feet above where they are. Okay,
Okay.
I know. Sorry, that was kind
Fair.
of a. I didn't think about the platform of the ship versus where
Yeah,
I want y'all flying. So
that's fair.
that was newbie thing there. Yeah, he's like 10 feet above them. This pirate has a crossbow. Not that
Cool.
it matters because he rolled a 4. So
Perfect.
he
Oh,
shoots his crossbow. Yep.
just gonna say we need to know our armor class right now is 10, just so you're aware, Renner. So
Fantastic.
we're a little squishy. So
But in any case, he misses anyways.
You
With that
float?
said, it's Renner's turn. So you're floating at 10 feet above them, just to clarify.
I'm
Um,
obviously I'm gonna look down at the cargo hold with Tink pointed. And
okay.
I'm assuming I see little children hands poking out.
Yes, you do. I'll give you that, obviously. The other thing I just want to point out is the crow's nest guy. Let's make him. I have no idea how tall these things kind of. Let's just say he's like 10 feet higher than you.
Okay.
Cool. All right, but yes, you look down at the cargo hold. As far as you can tell, it's just a ship deck, like normal. The cargo hold, little hands, some of them holding on to the bars, some of them reaching up at you, yelling for help.
I'm gonna fly over to the crow's nest and like do kind of like a drive by, grabbing the pirate off of the crow's nest and dragging him with me.
so you're gonna try to pick him up and
No, I'm
just
not trying. So that's the thing. I'm not trying to pick him up. I'm using physics. I am trying to fly past him, grabbing his shirt and basically pull him off into the water.
Just kind of like off his balance a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I drag him off.
Okay. All right. All right. Roll. Let's go.
16.
That hits. And with that said, you said you grab his shirt.
Yeah, I like grab his shirt and like pull him off the crow's nest into the
Okay.
water.
Okay. With that said, you grab his shirt and he loses his balance and he falls off. Okay. With that said, he's 20 feet in the air. So we're going to roll 2d6s, inflicting 9 damage
okay.
on him. That's pretty solid.
He's also prone. He's prone.
Kick him in the balls.
Kick him in the balls for extra damage.
You're 20 feet up in the air now, hanging out up there. Okay, so
Yeah, now you just have
I've
to do a bunch
got.
of rolls to
Yep, that's
try to
right.
kill Renner
That's right.
effectively.
Right.
At least right now
Okay.
I'm not in the I'm
And
not
that
in
means
there, so
I need to roll a 10 to even hit you, right?
correct.
Correct.
Okay. Miss.
Well, hold on. Quick question.
Miss.
What are they
Yep.
using?
A crossbow makes the most sense to me.
Okay.
Part. I obviously have thought about it like a pistol, but like I'm trying to say, like is like I want y'all to build up to more powerful
Yeah.
things. I don't want pistols shot at y'all right now.
And
So it's
and
a crossbow.
and I will say, like, in game lore, I mean, they've captured all the Lost Boys. I think there's at least a level of them that would be like, there's no one else here right now to threaten us.
Yeah.
Maybe. I
Y'all
don't know if Peter Pan's
y'all
in
have
here,
kind of
so
thrown them off. Yeah.
yeah.
And I've thought about that too. Like y'all have thrown them off. They didn't expect y'all.
Yeah.
So they weren't fully ready for y'all. Um
They were never
yeah.
gonna be ready for whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah. No, they were
I
not.
say, gesturing to my face.
Right. Wow, that is such a painful miss.
It
Okay.
fucked.
Renner, roll. Wait,
What am I rolling for?
sorry, not rolling. No. That's sorry. Okay, I got
I was about to say,
this.
like, what
No,
fucking
uh,
wizard shit are you about to cast?
right.
When did
No,
when did
that's
Captain
fair.
Hook get a fucking wizard?
Make a survival roll. Go.
Make a Constitution saving throw as
Yeah.
as this pirate casts Eldritch Blast.
Oh.
Yar har tiddly dee, you are a pirate. Bang!
Okay,
I
so
cast Eldritch Blast. Pulls out pistol.
wait, where the frick is my? There it is. All right, so all right, you
Did
get
anyone?
one damage by
Okay.
one of the pirates. He shoots a crossbow at you, just barely grazes your arm apparently, and you get one damage.
Sounds great.
Right. I mean,
Looks down at the pirate.
What?
Dude, I'm a child.
bro.
You just shot a child.
So, question real quick with the guy from the crow's nest. I think that's one of the people you were just rolling for. Did he stand up? I'm assuming he did.
Actually, he's next. So I'm glad you said that.
Okay.
But I will say, I want to throw this in there. So Renner's focus on this particular pirate, he looks closer and he realizes there's this like dark graze smoke floating around his head. He doesn't know what it is,
Because
but
also, but
it's
at this
noted.
point, like, because we're both knowledgeable of, like, you know, Peter Pan and, like, Disney's Peter Pan and, like, the story behind it, it's like I don't think the pirates have ever actually harmed one of the Lost Boys. They have never actually physically harmed any of their quote unquote prisoners ever. So obviously at this point, I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Where are we?
What's going on?
All right, so
Yeah.
what's going on with the prone dude?
Okay, so the prone dude, I mean, logically, I guess he stands up using half of his speed, but he just stays there. So again, I tell you what, let me move him. I'm going to move him. Wait, you came up from this direction. Hang on a second. I got to tweak that. You drug him, let's say about right there.
So just so I'm aware, kind of where you don't have to show us your map. So I have him like in this area is what I'm
Okay.
thinking. But tell me.
So move your pencil north to to your left, I think. Right? Sorry.
That's
There
really
you go.
confusing. There's two.
I know
right
that's
there.
why I slowed it. Yeah, that's where I kind of have
Okay.
him.
Cool.
That's where he is. Let's just for simplicity's sake, let's say that.
Cool.
So he stands up, doesn't really move anywhere. Okay, with that said, I tell you what,
I wouldn't either after falling from that far
right
onto a hard surface.
No, definitely not. I'm going to put Renner about right here. So with that said, I put Renner from your picture. I put Renner just a hair north of that. Like he drops him, and obviously he wouldn't go that much farther. So he's he's kind of outside of that boat line, let's say, but he's just, obviously he's 20
But
feet.
he's 20 feet in the air. Okay.
Yeah. So
So
with that said,
okay.
he stands up and he attacks. I mean,
He attacks
obviously. Makes sense. And he super misses. So that's
Perfect.
cool.
Love it.
Dude, everything was like, except for that one pirate, everything was like 6 and under. No
That's
joke.
great. I love it.
Yeah, that's fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That said, it would be Renner's turn next.
Okay, so I'm gonna interject here. So one thing I'm just gonna confirm real quick. So is that guy still standing right there?
Yes, none of
Okay.
them. I will say, I will note if they move.
Cool.
None of them felt the need to move, so they're all just kind of still standing there.
So I watched all of that take place. In my head, I'm just kind of like doing this, just kind of watching stuff, but clearly staying out of frame.
You're doing the Little Mermaid thing. Okay,
yes,
go on.
Exactly. So I'm now going to come up. I've got the hook of Maui. I'm going to attempt to basically grab this, hook this guy's neck, not slice, but grab his neck and just fly backwards.
Slice
all right.
it.
You're gonna cut his dick off. All
right,
go on.
So effectively just pulling him off of the boat is what I'm going for.
Okay.
Boo!
Renner wants more slicing.
I'm sure
more slice and dice.
Oh gosh dang it. That is a 6. So
yeah, I'm sorry, that's a miss.
I have a bonus action.
Okay, hang on.
Can I try again? If that's too much of an action for a bonus action, I'm okay. No. Also, just going, oh, that didn't work. Clonk him in the head.
Casey goes, actually, this pirate's now going to use his legendary action to turn around.
Roll better than a 6. I did roll better than a 6. That is a 7.
Yeah.
Okay. With that said, actually, real quick, let me double check. That would still be armor class. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. Then yeah, you definitely missed.
Did not hit.
All right. Now that you sucked at that, can you roll for initiative?
Yes, I can. 17.
Okay.
So I think that's the same thing Renner got. So.
Yeah, that is. So who would go first with that? Would Renner go first since he did it first?
Let's just let that be the case. I don't think it really matters.
Probably doesn't. In Baldur's Gate, it would probably, y'all would be going at the same time. So
deal.
Literally. Do what?
I just said deal. Also, hey, Renner, if you come attack this guy with me, we get I sneaked attack him. I should have rolled with advantage. Frick. That was my whole point.
That was my bad. That's a little bit, you know what? No, I'm going to give you another one. Roll again.
Okay.
With advantage this time.
So this is my advantage roll. Then.
This would be your advantage roll. Yeah.
But like in game, I want to make sure I'm understood. Okay. If I roll an 8,
I would think
I'm
so.
Be so pissed. Okay, 13.
Okay, you actually hit.
Okay.
So, all right, I do have a question. With that said, so he hits, but your goal is not to damage him. Your goal is to
pull. So if you want to make that,
so you just succeed.
Well, not necessarily. So his thing was more of his was using physics, quote unquote, to do it.
Right.
So mine is more of I want to hook him. I have hooked him. Now I want to pull him. Mine is more of like a strength check or something like that. So which I do have a modifier on. So
you know what? Hit it.
Okay. That would be I rolled a 17 and I have a +1, so 18.
Oh, you definitely succeed. So with that said, you successfully pull this boy off. Do you want to paint a scene?
Yeah, that would be fun. So hit it. Yeah, I've with the little big hook of Maui that I can I'm just strong enough to hold. I was a chunky kid, so I could hold this thing. I get that hooked on him, and I'm not really even pulling. I am just flying backwards was my goal. So with that, it got right in the hook of his neck. He came with me and just basically did a nosedive into the water.
All right.
With that
Love it.
said, now that I can move with um without having to worry about it, I know I've been seen, but I'm still like out of the ship flying wise. I'm gonna fly back kind of underneath the ship. Not under the ship, but where I am next to the ship where they can't
You're
see
going.
me. I'm
Okay,
just
so
going down.
you're going more down.
I'm going
Okay.
down, and in my head, I'm also going to the left a little bit. So
Okay, so you're going over here. I tell you what, I can't show you my map at this point.
yeah,
Can you show me yours? Are you kind of
yeah. There's a bunch of random stuff. So I'm effectively still like so. This is where I was. I'm just kind of like right here now. So this is the guy
Oh,
I pulled out of the
so
ocean.
to from that perspective left.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. I'm
basically,
glad
I'm
I
just making it
asked.
where no one can aim at me. So,
Yep.
and we'll talk about it, but I do plan to just keep popping up at people and seeing if I can yank
So
them off
I
of a
mean
boat.
you're
So,
kind of you're
my
doing
goal is
this
for I'm going for a stealth, just
you're doing solid
Assassin's
snake up in
Creed,
here.
just
All
pull
right,
them off a boat.
Assassin's Creed, solid snake. I love it. I love it. All right, all right. With that said, I think we've got a few. Um, we got it. Yep. Hang on. So we got him. So one of the pirates. Well, he loses Nathaniel. Shit. Where did I put Renner?
He is basically where I am, just up. He's like
Ah,
20
okay,
feet into
okay.
the
Yeah,
air.
that's I forgot to write it. I'm gonna put that right quick.
Doing
So we
three
got
dimensions on a 2D map can be really tricky.
I
So,
I know I made it complicated for myself,
no,
but
it's all good.
you know, it's all fun. It's
You
all
also
fun.
didn't know that we were going to be sitting here. I mean, it probably would make sense, but like we didn't necessarily see us just flying all around and doing all of that. In
And
your
I'll be
head, you
honest
probably
with
just
you.
thought we would land and fight, but
Yeah, and yeah, okay, I'll pull back the curtain a little bit. The pixie dust was a last minute decision on the last game. Like
fair.
straight up. If you look at my map, more north was a canoe for y'all to get over there. And I had reasons for y'all to do that,
Yes.
but I was like,
Stupid reasons.
yeah, but I was like,
Flying's bitching.
exactly. That's what I was like. This is all about fun. I want y'all to fly. Like, so
Yes.
like this is an entire element that I super did not plan for, but no regrets. Okay.
What the one guy is off, so I just have 3 guys on the ship now, right?
There's four total people still on the ship.
Okay.
I tell
I
you
would
what,
actually like to, because I'm still up in the air, I'd actually like to fly down to the cargo hold, and I'd like to break the Lost Boys loose.
I like it.
damn it, I didn't expect that. Okay. I love it. Let's freaking go. Just roll a d20.
All right. 20. Let's
Okay.
go.
You're about to roll a whole bunch more initiative.
Hell yeah, you are.
All right, hang on. Edit. Freaking edit. Just a second. There's so much hang on. I got this.
There's a
Okay.
big,
Good God, I'm sorry. But
shining at the end of every day.
that's
was
a
a
lot
lot
of people to add when I'm new to this crap. So
Oh, so it worked?
You rolled a
You
20.
gave that to me, and he could have been like, "Nah, fuck the hit. The DC was 27."
If he had done that, he would have just said that and not done a bunch of paperwork. So
yeah. No, I mean, with this, I mean, my thing with all of this is I want y'all to have a fun experience.
Yes.
Even if my story gets a little wonky, I want y'all to have fun.
Yes.
So, yes, with that said, Renner, you swoop down with your keyblade. You know what? I tell you what, you paint the picture. You succeed on popping that lock. Is there anything you want to elaborate on?
Oh, Sparta!
All right, go 300. All right. All right.
I'm just gonna pick up Toodles and put him around my shoulders and then fly off because I freaking love Toodles.
You asked them to elaborate. This is on you.
Damn it, Renner.
I pick up Toodles with his little slingshot and I'm like, and like I float up a little bit, like charge.
Okay, so this one is Toodles. Man, I'm getting
Toodles
my.
is my favorite. Toodles is so fucking
No,
cute.
it's absolutely fair. I just I got all the paperwork in order and everything organized, and then you're just flying off with them. I'm like,
Yeah, because I
okay,
fucking love Toodles.
that's fair. I don't blame
I
you. I
would
don't.
fucking die for Toodles, okay?
With that said, Nathaniel, can you hold up your ship? Renner, can you tell me where you
Oh, okay,
place
gotcha.
yourself?
I can't see anymore. There
Oh,
we go.
I mean, like, obviously, like, I'm still hovering there. I'm gonna watch the chaos unfold. I basically just went right back upwards.
Just
So
up
are
here.
you straight up above that
The
grate?
the cargo hold, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to know. I just kind of want a ballpark of where y'all are. So I don't know if it even matters, but I just keeping up with it. Okay. So Renner does that.
Does that mean it's my turn now?
I mean, with that said, I gave you a bonus action. I feel like Renner gets a bonus action.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I kind of thought so. Renner,
He
anything
throws
else?
Toodles.
Oh my
No,
God.
no Toodles, no!
Oh God.
Toodles! I'm gonna go fight a motherfucker. They shot arrows at me.
Okay. You know what? I tell you what.
Here.
I can't show. Yeah.
So
So
I will just say, stay away from that guy. Go to any of these other people.
I got you. I'll go
Wait.
to the one right by the grate.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that guy.
okay. So pirate. With that said, real quick before you take that down, go out south outside of the ship line. Go to your right. Your right. Keep going. What's that circle? Is that what is that in your mind?
That's where Renner started. So
Okay, okay.
just ignore
Irrelevant.
that.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. So you are going for okay. Roll.
So he's going for that guy. Yep.
Okay, 18.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
What did we say I need to roll?
Let's see. You're using a keyblade. I think we've been doing 8 with y'all,
I think
right?
so. Yeah.
Yeah, just
A
do 8.
D8.
You're good.
5.
Nice.
Okay. So you damage him 5. Okay. All right. Now with that's the sheet that I was doing it on. That makes more sense. Huh. Okay. All right, we got a pirate up next.
Wait, did another pirate roll 17? Because I rolled 17.
Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry.
Did you add me to the initiative?
That's the one that was damaged. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Now you went before him though, right? So it would be the next person's turn.
So I went last to enter initiative, and then when I rolled initiative, I rolled 17.
Correct.
So now I should be going.
So you would be next because
I would be next.
I said Renner. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay.
I'm easily swayed. I'm still learning
fair.
shit.
Okay, so just to confirm, this guy is probably freaking out about all these kids, right? So this guy right here, he's looking over here because he's like, "Oh no, all these kids." So if I just happen to kind of swoop up behind him and try to grab him by the neck and yank him out of the boat, he probably wouldn't notice me, right?
Probably
Can I
not.
stealth attack him for advantage?
I mean I see no reason not. Now I will say pull it up again.
Yep.
At least in my mind, you're right next to Okay, you actually X'd out the opposite person that I was thinking. So
Okay.
that person,
So the guy
the
Renner just attacked is this guy.
yes, he just. Oh, no, that's right. I'm sorry. Yep. Okay, erase all that. Yes, that
Okay.
was more. That's the most logical. I mean, that's a logical person to attack.
Go.
Sorry.
Go.
Huh,
Okay, so I'm gonna roll with advantage
chicken scratch.
to hit. Roll better than that. 15.
That hits.
Perfect. I rolled a 2 at first, so that's great.
That's a little rough. That would
Okay.
that.
Are we doing it the same thing? So that was to hook and now I pull.
I mean, you have the hook, and you're flying by him. Like, you know what? No,
Okay.
yeah, you successfully do this. Like
Cool.
that, because that's what I did for him. Like, it just makes sense. I don't know what I did with the last one for you, but yes,
So
you
to be
fly
fair,
by,
with the
you grab
last
him.
one, I wasn't really flying by. I was sneaking. I came up to
Oh,
him and then pulled him. This one,
yeah,
I
but you're
will admit,
kind of
this is more of an actual movement
you're
that I'm
swooshing
going for.
around. Like they kind
Yes.
of know you exist already.
Yeah.
So you're kind of okay, okay. So yeah, no, you just succeed. You
Awesome.
swoosh around, and do you want to paint a picture?
Yeah, I mean, very similar to the last one. So I come up like I'm coming around. He's obviously distracted by this mass of children that just got unleashed from the cargo hold. And while he's
Right.
distracted, I get him. This time, I don't think he's facing towards me, so I actually hook him here in the jaw and just yank him backwards, and he's like, so
All right. Pirate 3. The pirate oh, irrelevant. You just you
I just
knocked him
I
out.
just
am
yoinked him.
really fucking curious as to what the hell the Lost Boys rolled if none of them have gone yet.
To be fair, one of them is going right now.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
So okay, your picture, they
Mhm.
pop out going towards the front. I'll just, I mean, because obviously y'all can see this. So going towards the front, you've got two on that front side, and then you got two on each of the sides. There's
Okay.
none of like the grate opened up this way, so they
It
went that
just
way.
went that way. Okay.
Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah,
That's how I drew it. So it seems simple and logical enough.
fair
Oh,
enough.
all right. So that said, Lost Boy 6 goes, which is on the north side of the grate. He rolls. Ooh, he rolls a 15 at that. Does that hit one of the pirates? It does. He's aiming. Oh, wait. Hang on a second. I got to rethink all his weapons. They don't have anything
He's just
ranged.
doing a punch to the dick.
Yeah. Hang on a second. That's that. You can tell I'm not ready for that at all. Okay, Pirate
Most people aren't ready for a punch to the dick,
5.
so
Yes. Okay, so Pirate, nope, sorry, Lost Boy 6 attacking Pirate 5. Punches Dick, but it does hit. So we're gonna what would be an unarmed? Is that's not a D8, would it be? Or would that be like a
unarmed struck from a child. I think you could probably make that a D6. So
D6? Okay, yeah,
yeah,
that makes sense.
I
Let's
mean
do
we're
that.
yeah,
A 4.
nice.
So he just rears up and just freaking he's pissed. I mean, he just been locked up. He freaking just rears up and just punches him in apparently the dick. And yeah, yeah. So Pirate
Nice.
5 is he's not happy right now. There is that. Then Pirate 4. The one on the south side from your drawing, the south side, which
Okay,
is completely fine for me. Um, he just misses. He's a doofus.
good. I
Then
approve.
we're gonna go back up. All right. So on the far west side, Pirate 1 just straight misses.
So we only have 1, 4, and 5 left, correct?
You know what? I said that, and that was Lost Boy. That was Lost Boy that actually missed, anyways. So
Okay.
that's fine. Lost Boy 4. Okay, hang on a second. Lost Boy 4, which is right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lost Boy hits. He is aiming for Pirate 4, and he
Okay.
hits for 6.
Nice. Good job, Lost Boys.
Right? Pirate 4. So that would be a yeah. All right. And then there's so much to roll. Good God. All right. Lost Boy 4. Pirate. Okay. Pirate 1, which is that one. So the one on the point of the far west side
Yeah.
of the boat, Pirate 1, he does hit, and he is aiming for Lost Boy 3. 8. You see, 1. He hits for a 1. Okay. And with that said, Mr. Renner, it is your turn finally. Good God.
Epic. I'm gonna hit the same guy.
All right, Renner, go for it.
So I get to hit him.
Actually, hold on. Can
Which,
I ask? So, Lost Boy number 5 is with Renner and attacked Pirate number 5, right?
yes.
Can he have
I mean,
flanking then?
well, no, because as far as I know, Renner is like up in the air,
Well, if he comes
right?
down to attack him, can he have flanking? Since there are
Sure.
two people within the 5 mile radius of
I'll
them.
give you that. That's fine.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I'm easy
Toodles will get him
going.
at the head. I'll go for the dick. Flanking.
This is getting pretty wild for some Disney stuff. All right. All right.
It's a
Go
lot
for
of
it.
dick talk for a Disney thing.
A lot of
All
dick talk.
right.
Yeah.
With advantage, roll and 20.
Okay, that was to 5. All right. I mean, yep. Yep.
Okay, so you hit him, and
Hit him.
20 is double damage. So,
Double. Okay. Thank you for
yep.
the reminder.
So
And 16.
Did you just say 16?
Yeah, because double damage. I rolled max.
you rolled an 8 and it's double.
You take him out. Paint a picture.
I golf swing for his dick and I send him flying off the side of the ship. Full on. Oh, sorry. Actually, it'd probably be more. Yeah,
Not
no,
bad.
actually, perfect.
Okay, it is my turn,
Nice.
correct?
I mean, in lieu of being fair, he does have a bonus action.
Next guy, let's get it. Next guy.
Okay.
You
In
going
terms
for
of
4 or 1? The guy at the front of the ship or the guy on the side of the ship?
I mean, oh no, you took out. Hang on a second.
Yeah,
Another guy at the side of the ship. Other guy at the side. Let's go.
Okay, so 4. Okay. Wait till he rolls a 20, everybody.
Sorry, I had to find the meme I made.
Ah, that's fair.
And I get advantage because Toodles is still around my neck. 17 and okay, so yeah, 17.
That hits.
3.
Okay. So Pirate 4. Okay.
Okay, my turn.
I sent
Real
the meme into Discord.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. Real quick question with the Lost Boy, with Toodles specifically, he obviously doesn't have any ranged weapon. So
Toodles' main weapon is a slingshot.
But they
Yeah,
would have taken that away
they
before
would have taken
locking
it
him
away
in
from him.
away.
He doesn't have anything. Currently in his state, he doesn't have that. I
Boo!
know, I'm sorry, but it does make sense.
Boo! So
So
what? Toodles is just gonna smack him on the noggin?
I mean, he is still dressed like a skunk. He might smell. He probably does smell. Let's be real.
I mean, yeah,
Uh,
right now
actually,
all the
for
Lost
my
Boys are just punching
for
people
my
in the
legendary
dick,
action,
apparently.
I'd like just to take Toodles off of my head shoulders and just shove him in the pirate's face to get gas. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm
Poison
not actually gonna do that.
damage.
Poison damage.
Okay, are you doing that to Pirate 4?
I
Just
was
attack?
just kidding. I'm not actually gonna do that. I don't have a legendary action at level
No,
1.
you do not. No, that's fair.
The fact
That
that you almost gave it to me though is a little concerning.
That's the lack of knowledge of D&D stuff. So I'll get there. I promise.
Or you won't. We'll see.
Once you have the knowledge, then you're still going to have to deal with that type 9 shit, though. So
there's some truth to that. But I mean, when I know my boundaries, I'm a lot
Yeah.
better at sticking to them. Like,
yes.
it's a lot of just like, I don't know. I just want you to have fun, bro.
Yes.
So,
And
I mean,
am.
good.
Okay.
Good.
Is it my
Okay.
turn now? Or
Renner just went Nathaniel's turn. Yes.
okay. So I'm just gonna confirm. Number 4 guy. This guy right here. Is he still on the
You
edge of the
are-
ship?
Yep. He's still
Cool.
kind of hanging out there.
Can I do the same thing and drive by and try to yoink him off the ship?
You're gonna try to yoink him? All right. Go for it.
Renner, are you still standing next to him? Say yes.
Yes.
Hey, can we do flanking and guy get advantage?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, that's a 9, so let's do better than that. 12. 12 is... Oh, no, 15.
For a math guy, you should know the difference between those two numbers. But yes, that hits.
Perfect. Okay, so are we just doing it where he's now yoinked?
At this point, yeah. I mean, with yoinking, I don't love that. But yes, you succeed.
I also, if it makes you feel any better, I also did not like that.
Yeah, it's just, I don't.
Okay, Renner, do you have your soundboard up?
Yeah.
Okay, as we're gonna do the same goofy voice. So as I fly by, I grab his neck, same as the other ones, yoink him off, and perfect.
My brother just yoinked another man. All right.
Not my first. No.
What you say?
Oh, well played, sir. Well played.
So we've got one dude left.
Okay, in your numbers, that would be Pirate 1, right? Kind of at the
Correct.
front. Okay.
Yep.
I just want to make sure that we are good on that. All right. So, okay, Nathaniel just went. Lost Boy 6. Lost Boy 6 runs around, goes up the little stairs to the little bit higher deck at the front and tries to punch him in the dick and succeeds.
Yes.
Let's go, little dude.
And punches him and damages him for
His
4
nards.
points.
His nards are just obliterated.
Yep. So Lost Boy number 3 hits for 3 points on Pirate 1. Okay, and then that said, sorry, I'm still so new at this and I need a better way of tracking all this. It is Renner's turn.
So all that's left is Pirate 1, correct?
And we are
Yes.
hella flanking this dude at this point.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, you have like two Lost Boys at his side actively.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up for the golf swing, please.
Okay, so you're up in the air right now. Are you just kind of coming down and just...
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Okay, all right.
7 and an 18.
The 18 hits.
Perfect.
8.
Damage for 8. Okay. Nathaniel's turn. Oh, wait.
Action.
Bonus action. Yeah, no.
Another dick hit, please.
All right. Punch him in the dick.
That is a natural 20.
Okay.
And I want to clarify, this is not a punch. This is a keyblade.
10
Yeah.
damage, my good man. 10
All right.
10 dick damage.
All right. All of a sudden, I mean, he's alive. He's still there, but he's holding his balls like there's no tomorrow. Like it's just like he's just crouched down. He's holding it. He's not happy. So there's that.
Isn't Toodles next?
Let's see. Not quite. Got another, but it is a lost boy.
Wait, isn't it me though? I rolled a 7. Like I'm still right after him in initiative.
Wait, did I have you? Yeah,
You
you're
have
right.
continued to forget me.
Well, no, it's the bonus action kind of throwing my brain off. I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
It is your turn. Go for it. Yeah.
Okay, so since he is basically like, I'm thinking like legs together, kind of just holding nether
100%.
regions.
100%.
I'm gonna come in with my Maui hook and just go for like a swing to the head. So,
Okay.
and I'm assuming since we are like quadruple flanking this dude, I get to roll with advantage, correct?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. That's a 14 and an 8. 14 and an 8.
14 hits, actually.
Perfect. Okay, and I'm assuming I'm back to just a D8 for damage, correct?
Right.
Cool. That would be a 1.
Okay.
So can I do I'm gonna do a bonus action
Bonus action.
and just like a clunk instead of a swing. So
you fly in, you freaking swing, you just kind of nick him. You're just like, oh well, that sucks. And
Screw
you're
it,
just gonna
go.
be like, "Rah!"
yes.
Okay. Hit it.
5 and an nope. 5 and a 9.
No, that is
Okay.
a miss.
That is it for me then.
Okay. All right. So with that said, bam, bam. One of the lost boys damaged him for 2. Miss. And now we're back to Mr. Renner. Who's
Another dick hit, please.
okay.
19.
Obviously that hits.
7.
All right. So at this point, this boy, I mean, he's not having a good day. He is like practically on the
How is he
ground.
not down?
He's like laying on the ground, just like holding his balls. Like you could tell he's not going anywhere by any means. Your call of what to do.
Oh, right. Are you gonna get up?
And he looks up at you and just shakes his head and just kind of curls back up and just kind of, you can just tell he's holding his balls. He's done.
Looks around to the other lost I say the other lost boys. I'm their leader now. Then we did it.
All of a sudden, a door kicks open and Captain Hook walks through the door with 2 men on his side. There you go. You were very ready for that. It's very tropey. Yeah, it's fair. But yes, so enters Captain Hook and 4 more pirates. And with that said, that concludes our Nerd Cops podcast for the day. Until next time, y'all have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.